This horror which had fallen on Europe, the age of darkness that fell on Europe when Hitler seized power, has some brighter lights. And the Jewish people will never forget those who helped them, as it will never forget its foes. Up to this very day, we are lauding the memory of the former Persian King Cyrus, who enabled the exiles to come back to their country, and we shall always remember those who helped to rescue the children of Israel. We shall never forget the nobility of the Danish people, the entire Danish people, which tried its utmost to rescue the Jews from Denmark. We will never forget the nobility of the Danish king and the Danish underground, which were endeavoring to help the Jews. We shall never forget the Belgians and the Belgian underground, Norway and the Norwegian underground, which smuggled the Jews into Sweden at the risk of their lives. We shall never forget the Swedes for having extended refuge to the Jews, and we shall never forget Raoul Wallenberg, who had saved thousands of Jews from the jaws of death in Hungary. We shall never forget the French resistance that saved the Jews, they rescued them wherever they could. We shall never forget the Dutch people for having identified themselves with the Jews and put on the Jewish badges. The strike they declared in order to identify themselves with the Jewish ordeal. We shall never forget the church in Holland and its noble activities. The church which expressed quite clearly and outspokenly its identifying itself as the Jews. We shall never forget the Italians who tried to put spokes in the wheels of the evil plans of Mussolini. We shall never forget the convents and monasteries in Italy and the rank and file of the Italian nation, of whom so many as rallied round the persecuted Jews. We shall not forget those in Poland who helped us, risking their own lives, jeopardizing their own safety, risking their lives and dooming themselves to destruction. There was Polish underground. There were little men and women, the small fry that helped the Jews at the risk of their own lives. We heard about such people in Lithuania. We know, for instance, about mothers who would, over the fence, hand their babies to Lithuanian peasant women.